1. He considers you as a priority. You might not always understand the way he communicates verbally, but you can always rely on his actions, especially when it's about his priorities. Here's the thing. He has many things to keep him busy: career, family, friends, and personal goals. And yet, you find that he still makes you his first priority. You're increasingly becoming more and more important, that it's now less about him and what he wants, and more about what makes you happy. Your opinions matter and you're involved in his decision-making. In short, you just count. When you love someone, you prioritize spending time with them. If he loves you, he'll make the time to be with you, even if it's hard. 2. He listens to you. Not only does he listen to you, but he remembers what you say. He hangs on to your every word, and he respects what you have to say too. It comes so naturally for him, actually. He just can't help but take note of every little thing you say. Also, when a guy loves you, he pays careful attention to you. He listens to you without any distraction and he never interrupts you. It's when he remembers even the tiniest details that you know he more than just likes you. 3. He's not afraid to share everything. This is a major sign that he loves you. Men are not usually the ones who love to talk about their feelings. It takes so much effort for them that you know it really means something when they do. He's not afraid to answer all of your questions. He doesn't try to hide things from you. And he is absolutely open for you to get to know him inside out. He wants to introduce you to his family, even if he has the strangest one. He's not afraid to tell you about the weirdest things about him. If he loves you, he won't want to hold anything back. He wants you to be a part of his life. Even if that means you get to know everything about him, even the bad. 4. He wants to be a part of your life just as much as he wants to share everything with you. He also wants to be a part of your life. In fact, he wants to immerse himself in it. He doesn't just want to meet your family and friends. He goes out of his way so that they will like him. He tries to spend time with the people who matter to you, too. He's not afraid to become a permanent fixture in your life. He even wants to be a part of things you're passionate about. He wants to try yoga because you love it, or go to a cooking class with you even if that's not something he would normally do. It's one thing that he takes interest in you. But when he starts participating in your life because he wants to belong in it, that means he truly loves you. 5. He makes big plans with you. You know he's committed to you because your plans as a couple are getting bigger and bigger. He doesn't mind going to that long weekend out of town. In fact, he'd love to go on an extended vacation with you. And that wedding you're invited to attend months from now. Of course, he'll be your date. He's not afraid or cautious to commit to these plans. There's no need to be vague about it, even. Instead, he goes that extra mile to make sure you know he's in this for the long haul. 6. He feels protective over you. Males are naturally protective over women. A study published in the Physiology and Behavior journal shows that males' testosterone makes them feel protective over their mate's safety and well-being. So naturally, if he loves you, he would want to protect you. And we're not just talking about male chivalry either. This can go beyond merely shielding you from physical harm. He also wants to protect you from any negative influences or situations. He shows that he cares for you by wanting to help you out from any circumstances that might affect your overall well-being. The daily application of mindfulness leads to greater success in all areas of your life, including your personal relationships. Check out our practical guide to living a more mindful life here. 7. He knows about the bad things but still chooses to be with you anyway. You're no longer afraid to be your true self when you're around him. He sees you at your worst, but he sticks around anyway. He's already noticed all your annoying tics. Maybe you always leave the toothpaste tube open. Perhaps you even snore. Truthfully, there are 1,000 things about you that might be unlovable to him. After all, you're not perfect. But he doesn't care. In fact, he sees that and values it. Even when we are so frustrated with the people we love, we just can't give up on them. That's probably how he thinks. If he still thinks you're beautiful and special despite the not-so-glamorous things about you, then he is definitely in love with you. 8. He says he loves you in the many ways that count. He might not have told you in words that he loves you, but you see it in everything that he does. You see it in the way he looks at you. You see it in the way he holds you. He shows it in the simplest gestures that touch your heart in the deepest ways. We all have what we call our own language of love. We have different definitions and perceptions of what love is and what it means to us. So much so that we have different ways of expressing it. The man in your life might not have the same language of love as you do, but that doesn't mean he loves you any less. However, there is one thing that is universal to us all. And it applies to any situation, romantic or otherwise. We don't have to convince anyone to love us. It is not something you force. Truthfully, it isn't even something you should spend so much time wondering about. True, genuine, honest-to-goodness love feels so natural that you don't have to question it. 9. He goes on and on about how special you are. Guys don't always go out of their way to give girls compliments, but if he has helped you see how you stand out of the crowd by cheering on your business venture, promotion, or exercise class, whatever it is, then there's a good chance he's into you as much as you are into him. 10. He cancels plans to be with you. Guys who are in love will suddenly lose interest in what else is going on in their life. It's kind of cute. His buddies will be annoyed, but you'll get to spend as much time as you want with him. If he's always ready to hang out, he's in love. 11. He's seeing through the newness of the relationship. A really interesting way to tell that he's in love is if he has started to relax into the relationship and is noticing some annoying things about you. Perhaps he's picked up on the fact that you never put your dishes in the sink when they are dirty. It's a small thing, also, put your dishes in the sink, but if he sees it, he loves you. Love blinds us from seeing those little annoyances, and then we come out of the haze and realize who we are with. 12. He is tuned in. He's not looking over your shoulder while you talk. He's listening. Paying attention to you is one of his favorite things to do. He's not checking his phone or letting his eyes wander around the room. If he loves you, he'll show you by being in with your conversations. 13. He'll drop what he's doing and help whether you need him to help you move or to take over the world. He'll be there in a flash. Don't play the damsel in distress act just to see if he is into you, but pay attention to his reaction when you ask for his help. 14. He's letting his guard down. Okay, so this is not romantic at all, but if the guy has relaxed to the point of letting bodily functions escape in your presence, then you better believe he's in love. Guys don't show their true selves until they are in a relationship that makes them feel safe. It's weird but true. 15. He checks in unless he's stalking you. A healthy check-in throughout the day is nice and a good sign that he likes you a lot. If he's just texting to say hello or say he's thinking about you during his coffee break at work, consider him a man in love. 16. You're taking a vacation together, whether it's happening this weekend or next year. If the two of you are actively planning a vacation together, bet your bottom dollar he's in love. Making future plans is always a good sign that this thing is going somewhere besides a white sandy beach. 17. He starts using your words or adopting your body language. Guys in love mimic their partner's words and actions. Pay attention to how he acts around you. If he is acting like you, then it's a good sign he is in love. He'll try to mirror your actions and body language to make you feel comfortable in his presence. 18. You've started a routine together, whether it's running through the park in the evening or having supper together on Sundays. A routine is a good sign that he is making room for you in his life and sees the value of doing things together on the regular. 19. He appears to be worried about this not working out. If your guy seems a bit nervous or even scared, there's a good chance he's in love and is worried that you are not feeling the same way. Imagine the irony. 20. Eye contact. Always, if he's paying attention, eyes locked, and is always happy to listen to what you have to say, the guy is hooked. He'll give you the attention you deserve. 21. He lets you in. It's a pretty broad generalization to say that guys are closed off, but the truth is that some guys are, and sorry to the rest of you for getting that bad reputation. If he's let you into his world and doesn't try to keep some of it for him, then he's into you as much as you are into him. Whether you've just started dating and you feel like you are going to die if you don't spend the rest of your life with this guy, or if you've been together for a while and the excitement is seeming to wear off, it's always a good idea to talk to one another about how you are feeling. Part of the trouble with love is that there's always a chance it won't be reciprocated, but if you follow your heart, you can't go wrong. We hope that the signs we've listed above can help you know if he really loves you. At the end of the day, love shouldn't just be declared with fancy words, it needs to be backed up by sincere actions. These actions are not selfish or self-serving but are done because he wants you to be happy. The bottom line: your happiness should be a priority of his. That's how you know that he loves you.